And we're going to turn left here, but yes, I think we still will. It's not a good road, we'll just follow the river on the way out. We'll take the scenic route on the way out. It's Belfield Park. Now this is a very nice little floral park, which most visitors to Inverness, they never actually find Belfield Park because of where it is, but it's well worth a visit, just over there on the left. The River Ness itself is quite strange really because it's only 7 miles long. Now that's very, very short for a river set. Just to come down this river, there is no other outlet anywhere. This means, of course, that if the monster ever wants to escape from Loch Ness, she'll have to come down this river. There's no other way out of Loch Ness. Annual events are held every year in the Bach Park. Now there are several islands on the river at this point. A few of these islands are joined together by short bridges, which means, of course, that you can walk to. This will take a. Now we'll be rejoining the main road in just a moment, and then first thing we'll do, of course, is cross over the Caledonian Canal. That's where the roadworks are at the canal bridge. So hold on tight. There's the first flight of locks. There are 29 locks in the whole canal. The canal, of course, a nice view from the rest on the left there, part of the we're going to drive back onto the road that we should have been on. If you look down to the left as we turn onto the road, you'll see the canal bridge. So now, exciting part of the tour over now, so I'll tell you more about Loch Ness. Loch Ness is, of course, the one never varies, summer and winter, which is very cold. Oh no, you go in for a swim. Anyway, keep your eyes on the surface. It would be rather nice if we were to get a sighting of the monster this afternoon. Local people never look, you see. The monster could be there every day. They probably wouldn't see it. Now I know this is true because I used to live right on the shores of Loch Ness. When I was young, I lived there for 20 years. Many stories about Loch Ness. You wouldn't believe some of them, of course, and some of them would probably get it, but do not fully understand that. They've told very few people about it because they don't like to be disbelieved. Most local people will say very little on the subject for this reason. But I can assure you, there's been many more, I don't know what it is, but there is something in Loch Ness that we do not fully understand. So, others suggest that perhaps there's quite a number of much. Anyway, you enjoy your cruise and have whatever you want. I can recommend the coffee, it's very good, but of course, here is the man-made part of the canal, just before it goes into Loch Ness. Over on your far left, down at a slightly lower level, that is the River Ness. The river and the canal are running side by side at this point. Ahead of us, in a moment, you will see a weir. Now, the water you see go over this weir, just ahead of that weir, and down the river, there is no other outlet anywhere. Looking ahead at you now, well this is part of Loch Ness, of course it would have to be, but we don't call it Loch Ness. This very small part, very, very small, very, very shut up food house, the family home of Lord Burton, who owns most of the land on this side of Loch Ness. Now in 6 or 7 minutes from now, when we arrive at the Glasman Hotel, I will be the Jacobite spirit for your cruise. I suggest that you don't spend a very good shop indeed. There's a small museum which you'll find interesting. There's also an auditorium where they show a short film telling you this, and rejoin me. I will meet you there. We must luxury hotel very, very shortly. Many years ago, along with London, and then of course you will see that aircraft which is on display there. after lining Loch Ness, first cop sticking into Loch Ness. In a few moments you will see a village on the other side, the village of Doors. Now that is where I lived for over 20 years, the village of Doors. From this road straight across to the village is exactly 1 mile. That's what one used to raise money for local charities. It's a very difficult swim because it is, of course. Now in the summertime